Hey, I'm Jarrod Alberich, the yard sale artist. Welcome to the channel. One of the many things that I do in my art life and how I got the name yard sale artist is I take things that I find, yard sales, thrift stores, sometimes dumpsters, and I paint on them. I put pop culture, comic book, superhero, movie, all kinds of stuff on them. For example, you see these cabinet doors. There was a house being built in my neck of the woods, and apparently I ordered too many cabinet doors and these ended up in the dumpster for the house, so I grabbed them. So now the question is, what am I going to do with them? As you can see, even my paints and brushes and things like that are acquired via yard sale. Best place to get paints. I find these acrylics at yard sales all the time. You can see these have got quarter on them. Usually I'm paying that or less. So I'm going to be using these paints on the wood I showed you earlier. I've got brushes that I find brushes at yard sales all the time. You can take the bottom of like any plastic bottle, any water bottle, plastic bottle, it doesn't matter. And you can cut the bottoms out and they make really great mixers for mixing different colors, or if you're going to use a lot of one color, those are pretty handy. In fact, the only thing here that I'm going to be using that was bought in an actual store is this mixing palette. And my wife bought it for me for my birthday about 2 or 3 years ago. So that doesn't count, right? Everything else I got, yard sale. So let's see what we're gonna do with these paints and that piece of wood that I showed you earlier. All right, now I'm mixing some gold paint with some water. I'm gonna do a little splatter effect. You can take a look down here. I've got my main painting and I've got it masked off. And now I'm just gonna drop some splatter effect on it with using this really watered down gold paint. Okay. And you can't go wrong with a little bit of white splatter. It really makes everything pop. It'll add a real grit and motion to the piece. And you'll see I masked off the facial area so you don't lose much facial detail, but it'll give you two neat looking tracks of splatter effect. Oh, I got it just about perfect the way I want it. Oh. All right, now we're going to take off our masking after we did the splatter work. See what this here cabinet door found cast aside in the dumpster is now a piece of Legend of Zelda pop art. I simply add some hook and wire action to the back. And now you too could be the proud owners of Legend of Zelda pop art. The Legend of Zelda yard sale art piece is for sale. This one's going for $200. If you would like this one, just hit me up in the comments, or one of the best places to find me is on social media. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, it's all at Yard Sale Artist. So you can stop by and say hey, or if you're interested in picking up this piece, $200 mailed right to your door with free shipping in the United States. It could be yours. Now, what am I going to be working on next time? Well, that's a mystery. Well, it's not really a mystery. Set Zelda up there, or Link, I should say. I snagged this piece at a yard sale recently for well, it's got a $4 tag on it. I probably talked them down off of that. But I got a nice New York skyline. I've already decided what I'm going to paint on it, but I'm not going to tell you guys. You're going to find out on the next episode of the yard sale art. I'll give you a hint. Cowabunga, dudes. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure to like and subscribe to the video and see what we come up with next.